No matter what is going on, you have to take my kid, and I have to take your kid.
Oh God, that's a lot.
That sucks.
You're gaslighting people. Happy leap year, Alex.
What's leap year? I never felt like it was important enough to comprehend that or grasp that concept.
Aristotle thought of it, actually. He said that there aren't any to keep the calendar year uniform throughout history. You need that leap year. Otherwise, we'll just be a day behind every 4 years.
What?
Yeah.
How? What? How did somebody figure that out?
Science, man. It's all about science.
That's like when, we put our initials together. It spells barf. That's probably the same thing. He was probably like, boom, got it. Whoa. Just like when I was like, oh, barf.
Question for you.
That's me.
Would you want a child to be born on February 29?
Sure.
That means, you know what that means, right?
No.
Their birthday comes once every 4 years. Their exact birthday.
There you go. You get them for longer.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right, dude.
There you go. And 4 years. Be like, all right, you save money too? Yeah, think about it. Put it in the college fund. Yeah, think ahead sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Well, today's episode, speaking of kids, is about kids. We're at that point where we're about gonna be dads.
Oh,
in
yeah.
The next 5-10 years, hopefully.
What?
And,
10? That's too far.
Oh, you're saying like 2 years?
At 5 maximum.
I see.
I don't know. What are you trying to do?
Well, I don't know. It's just bizarre how much time flies. Because remember when, I guess now, you just see comments saying, you are our childhood.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because we're at the point where we're going to have a child and give them that childhood.
Well, we've been creating childhoods our whole life, so we'll just make some more.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be the exact same.
Exact same.
Exact same.
Yeah, we'll just, we don't really have to hang out with them. We'll just put our videos on and on repeat.
Yeah, and then they could poop and feed themselves just watching the video. They'll learn. They'll learn
there you
from
go.
us.
We have poop videos. We have eating videos. They can figure it out.
You think kids are like dogs? You can just leave them at home?
I think they're more like dogs than they are cats. Cats are self-sufficient. You don't gotta do nothing. Just put some food out every month, and they're good to go.
Stop.
I think dog is a good training. A lot of people get dogs if they don't have dogs already, just to see what it's like to have to take care of another life. I've never owned a dog on my own.
Yeah.
But I've had dogs around. I've had roommates with dogs, girlfriends with dogs, family with dogs, but I've never had a dog. I got that dog in me, but that's pretty much it.
You know, they say the dog's personalities reflect on the owner's personalities usually.
You don't say.
Yeah. So let's say my 3 dogs.
Yeah.
They're chill. They don't move.
They're all the same?
I think they're similar, but they're different in their own unique way, but they have the same
tendencies.
Yeah. Like Coda, for example.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's dog. Does she resemble Alexis a lot, or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But she does hump this. She humps a lot. We have this Garfield. We have this Garfield toy doll. She
at
would
the
just
office.
Hump.
Yeah. What is that?
I probably got it from you.
Maybe, but there's no. She doesn't do that at home, and I don't see her doing it with any other toy. It's usually Garfield. Sometimes the Beehive stuffed animal toy, but mostly Garfield.
You know why? Because orange is a good color for dogs because they see it as blue and it stands out a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So whenever you get toys, they tend to go towards the orange toy.
Didn't know.
Just because it stands out so much.
All right, let's talk about when we were kids.
Oh, okay. Let's start from the way back.
From the way back when would it though?
All right.
How were you raised? How would you describe how you were raised without just summarize?
Good. I think it was my parents had me young. My dad was 18, mom was 21.
Dang.
So they they were learning. They were young. So if you have a child, I'm assuming if you have a child that young, you're just trying to figure everything out. At the same time, trying to support your family
and yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine having a kid at what? Your dad was 20?
18.
Oh, 18? I couldn't imagine having a kid at 18.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything figured out.
I'm not even ready now.
I'm already like 2 persons different. Like 18, I was a different person. 24, I was a different person. 30, I was a different person. And now I'm about to transform again.
Every time I have a birthday, I'm always like, dang, my dad was like...
Yeah.
When I was 14, my dad was 33.
He already had 4 kids?
When he was 30, he would have had 4 kids already. So I'm 32. I would already have 4 kids if I were my dad. I don't know how he did that. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, my parents did a great job, honestly.
Yeah.
They did an amazing job considering there were 4 of us and they were immigrants. They were new here. I moved here when I was 2. And my parents did too. And new place, new world, new kids.
Were you the only one out of your siblings born in the Philippines?
I was.
Ah.
Yeah.
Aaron is too.
Really?
My older brother, yeah. And then the other 3 is America.
Oh.
Me and Mariah are Montana, and then Andrew's North Carolina.
Oh.
So, like, there's nothing you would change?
About my childhood?
No, about how you were raised. You wish you had more of this. You wish you were punished less severely. Were they super strict? Or, like, what, like... both our families growing up, we didn't really talk about emotions.
Yeah,
so
same.
you wish we talked more about emotions? Anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think communication to one. I think emotions, understanding emotions. I think that's just really hard to do because in the Philippines, they don't talk about emotions.
Yeah.
And I think that's where my parents got that tendency from because they don't talk about emotions. And then I think... I don't know. It wasn't until later on that we talked about emotions. Like literally, like when I left for college.
Same.
I think that's when someone leaves. That's when I don't know. What is it? Why is that?
Mine wasn't until I moved to like California.
Oh,
Yeah, because your boy didn't go to college because I was too smart. I tried. They all said no. Sorry, you're too smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you are smart. I feel like we're all smart. Like college is just like a benchmark for like, hey, let's give us your money.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't need to go to college. When do I ever need to use calculus 3? Huh? Never.
Facts.
Yeah.
My parents were very easygoing, similar to me, very similar. So that being the case, when I got, or like, I wish I had more structure, more like, just like what, like, for example, my parents would be like, you're grounded. You got bad grades.
Uh-huh.
And then a couple hours later, hey, there's a new Marvel movie out. You want to go watch it?
Bro.
Or they're like, you're not allowed to go outside. And then they didn't really enforce the rules.
Yeah.
So that would have been cool. I don't know if it would have changed how I am. Probably. I think I'll be more structured with my kids. I'll be like, okay, when I say something, it goes. Unless I forget, then we're gonna go watch that new Marvel movie.
Bro, I envied that of you, like growing up, because I remember I think you and I got grounded.
Yeah.
Like the same time. I was grounded for like 2 weeks. Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then when I saw you the next day, you came over. I was like, I thought you were grounded. Like, oh, I don't know. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait. So 2 different styles. I mean, I hated getting grounded growing up.
Yeah.
Would I enforce it? Yeah.
I think from what I've heard from you growing up, I think you'll be more lenient in the fact, like, if something happens, you'll be like, okay, you're grounded for a week instead of 2 weeks. Or, oh, you can't I'm taking your phone for like 3 days instead of smashing it on the ground. So I feel like that's how you're going to be.
Why do people ground people? It felt like jail. For me, when I got grounded, it just felt like jail. I resented everything, became more angry. It wasn't really effective, honestly.
Did you do it again?
Did I do it? I mean, I got grounded multiple times.
Yeah, but did you do it for the same reason again?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why they do it.
Yeah.
What about spanking?
Spanking? No.
You didn't get spanked?
No.
No?
No, not spank.
Oh, I did.
How was that?
It wasn't fun.
Mm.
I would try to put extra underwear on or put stuff in my pants for when I get spanked. My mom was more the spanker.
Oh.
But then when she would tell my dad to do it too. She's like, I'm gonna get dad. You're gonna get spanked when you get home. And then, and then my dad got home. He'd take us to the other room to spank us, and he was the lighter spanker. So we were always like, no, not dad. And then we were like, yes, dad.
Oh, did it work? Do you think spanking works?
Um,
What does spanking do?
I think it's just like, don't do that. It's just like when a dog barks at the door and you like lightly spank them. Like, no. And I guess it's just reinforcement that way. But I don't think I'm gonna spank my kids just because I think it's just grounding would be worse. Like I got used to spanking. I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, grounding, you lose 2 weeks of your life.
That's a long time. I
didn't
probably
know
won't do
if you
that
did.
long.
It was like jail, dude. I don't ground your children for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like ground them for a weekend. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's
I was
it.
about to say I'll probably ground them for a weekend and be like, oh, well, I guess we're not going to the water park. Guess we're not going to the movies.
If I were to, I think in the future, if I were to ground my child, I would be like, you're grounded for the weekend. You know why? Explain why. And then at the end of the weekend, it's like, okay, so this is the end of your grounding period. Did you learn anything? Will you do it again? Like, do like constructive stuff.
Yeah. So you understand, because I was just like, oh man, this is boring. Now I don't get to watch Power Rangers.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
The things I would do to change it. But, I mean.
I think also
just
my
learning.
parents, they were similar to yours. My mom came from the Philippines, but they also were both working 2 jobs. They're always tired, so they couldn't really enforce it because they were just too tired. And like that makes sense. So I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what kind of parents they're gonna be until they gotta be that parent.
I know, dude. This is we're talking to our future kids, or our future selves. I guess let's rewatch this video in like 5 years and be like, "Yo, these guys are stupid. They
Yeah.
don't know what they're talking about."
This is my like, yo, my son can't even pick his head up yet. Idiot. Well, are you gonna babysit for me? I feel like you're gonna beat me
What do you mean?
in kids. Like you're gonna get kids first.
It's like, you want to get spanked? What do you mean beat you?
No. We can practice on each other. So if we ever do need to spank them,
I don't think I'm gonna spank my child.
I don't think so either. But
Yeah.
might as well be prepared.
Yeah, you're right.
We just-
I remember this one time, dude. I was grounded one time, and then for some reason, I don't know what or how it came to be, but your mom picked me up, and we went to the mall. I think you were there. And I told
right.
your mom, like, hey, I'm grounded. I can't go out. She was like, it's fine. I'll talk to your dad later.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And then we went to the mall, went back home. My dad was home. He yelled at me. And then your mom was like, I'm sorry. I don't think I can.
He made me take him to the mall.
So I was like, oh, man, I thought you had my back.
Oh, you got in more trouble?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
I'm sure your mom's listening to this for sure. You remember that when you took me to the mall or something, and then you said you would talk to my dad, and everything would be okay? It wasn't okay. I got grounded for another 2 weeks after that.
Dang. My bad.
No, it's not your fault.
Maybe.
It's not her fault either.
Yeah.
I think I persuaded her. Like, come on, I want ice cream. Come on.
Ah, there you
You're
go.
like, oh, okay. I'm like, you're my son too.
Yeah. Dang, eventually we're going to have grandkids. That's a thing. That happens. You have kids, then they have kids. And then they
being
have
a grandparent is better than being a parent.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a temporary child.
Oh, yeah. And
You're
you
like,
don't have to like do anything. You just see them sometimes. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? It's just like my mom with you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the mall. Oh, no, it's okay. I'll talk to your parents. It's okay.
I was watching One Piece, and there was this part where basically the mother dies, and the daughter had to live with the uncle. Would you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, God forbid, like everything's hypothetically, if like a sibling dies and they have a child and they ask you to take care of them for the rest of your life, would you take the child in?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would. I'd be like, God. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, I'd do it. Would you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is a
It's
lot.
not a little thing.
It's not a little thing. That's a child.
That's I'll probably like maybe clear a space under the staircase Put 'em-
No, exactly. No, that's exactly
Oh yeah, I'll
the
be like,
scenario.
yeah, I'll put them in there. I'll be like, oh, why do these freaking owls keep bringing letters to the house? Speaking of anime, are you gonna have your kids watch anime?
Oh, they can do whatever they want. I mean,
You're
I'll
not-
watch it with them.
You're gonna try to get them into it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
I think I just started One Piece, and you know how there's like 1,000 episodes.
I heard One Piece sucks.
No, it's pretty good.
Live action was good.
You what? The One Piece sucks?
One Piece, the anime, I heard. I don't think it sucks. I think it's one of those things, just like Naruto. You had to grow up with it because you're not gonna watch through the whole thing.
Well, that's what I started to do. It does suck in the beginning, dude. It's slow, but I'm at the part where it's good. But I told myself, I was like, oh, if I have a child, I'm just gonna watch One Piece. Like at night, they wake up like crying.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, One Piece time.
We show our kids, man. Anime is pretty horny.
That's fine. The horniness is all around
There's
the
no
world.
non-horny anime.
Show them hentai.
No.
Let them start with the biggest,
They gotta learn
baddest
sometime.
hentai, and then they go backwards. They're like, man,
Every anime, why does it have to be like that? I feel like it's just the culture
it's
over there.
yeah, they just love titties, man.
Can you name one that's not horny?
Attack on Titan.
No, man, they're all naked.
Oh yeah, dude.
All the
that
Titans.
the Beast Titan got me. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, all of them. But I don't blame them because
Even
the fabric, it's a
Pokemon,
lot.
Misty, you
They're-
got that ass. You
And-
got everything.
And all the Pokemon are naked.
Ugh.
Look at that.
It's just human anatomy, man. It's just you see bodies, you see naked body. I don't know.
Well, which Pokemon are not naked? Mr. Mime's not naked.
Hitmonchan,
What's the girl wizard?
Jinx.
Jinx. She's not naked.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else naked.
Dang, we love anime. I don't know if you guys like listening to us talk about anime, but if you want us to talk about anime in another podcast, please let us know. But
My
dude,
Hero, when is that coming back? Mashal is
yeah,
happening. That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get into haiku. I just saw. I keep going because it's subbed. Ah, you're team subbed, aren't you?
I'm subbed.
Ah, I'm team dubbed.
You don't like the you don't like Japanese language?
I know I do.
Alex doesn't like Japanese
no,
language, y'all.
I do. It's just like I have super ADHD, so it's hard to like focus, and I have to not be. So I'm usually multitasking, and if I look away for a second, I miss something because you have to read it.
It's so much cooler when it's like in
But
Japanese.
why? I don't understand
okay,
it.
let me give you an example, okay? Let's just take the same line, okay?
Yeah.
From Naruto,
Yeah.
okay? Listen. This is from my boy Itachi.
Okay,
Here's the English version.
say it cool though. Don't try to make it sound lame.
No.
Okay.
In a world where it's just filled with violence and emotion, the only way to get through it is to listen to the reality of it.
That's deep.
All right, here's the Japanese version. So
Okay.
much cooler. All right, you ready? That was the English version.
Yeah.
Here's the Japanese version. So much cooler.
Ah.
一は誰もが己の認識たより
Okay, say it in English with that deep, with the voice that deep.
in a world. Man, shut your ass. Japanese is better, dude.
I don't know. I feel like people are like team sub because it's original. That's how it's supposed to be. But what? Come on, man. I don't know. If I understood Japanese, it'd be cool.
What if it's both? You want them both? In a world. Onoro no.
What about Vegeta? He has the coolest anime saying. There's one, he said, Goku, Kakarot, I sacrificed myself so you could accomplish this goal. You must defeat him. You must trespass into the domain of the gods and show them your power. That's pretty cute.
Yeah, you know the Vegeta voice actor was a voice actor in the Guavaju show?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Brian Drummond. Hey, man. What's
Who
up, man?
was that character in the Guavaju show?
Hampersan. He was the owner of the pawn shop. Or the curio shop. Yeah. Pretty
He
cool.
was the Japanese voice or the English voice?
English voice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, imagine Hercules, you know, the animated movie.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Meg, one of my first animated crushes.
Megara, yep.
Megara. So they did that. And then the voice actor for the English Hercules, he would have a counterpart in Spanish. And that counterpart would follow him everywhere. So if Hercules, if that voice actor did another one, then they would use that one. Something like that. I'm pretty sure it's something cool like that. And I was like, what? And so their whole career is that's his Spanish voice actor.
They just follow each other around.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that would make sense because it's
Something
the
like that.
same. They know the cadence of the original actor,
Yeah.
and then they just do
And
the
then same
thing.
with like singers. So if like Michael Bublé, he has a Spanish guy that sings his songs too. just in Spanish for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's like me too. Whenever I need a half American, half Filipino guy, they just follow me around.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I just follow you everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you need a Filipino guy, I'm like, I
Yeah.
know you. Yeah. Ayo.
There you go. Okay, let's just before we get off this anime topic because we're off topic. Let's just name some. Okay, you go first.
Okay. For what?
Just anything.
Favorites?
Anyone? Yeah, ones that you like.
Oh, Death Note.
Death Note.
You like Death Note?
I like it. Okay. Dragon Ball. Super.
Oh, okay.
Super.
Naruto. I think Naruto's
There you go.
top tier.
My
number
Hero
one.
Academia is the top tier of this gen. I think it's Dragon Ball this generation.
You think so?
Yeah,
Better
that's
than
what
Demon
I've heard.
Slayer?
I think Demon Slayer is more artistic, but My Hero's funny and like same vibe as Dragon Ball.
How about Jujutsu Kaisen? What do you think about that? Do you think that's better than Demon Slayer?
Oh, better than Demon Slayer? No, I like Demon Slayer better, but they're just different.
They are different.
Yeah, Mashal. That's the newer one.
Oh, Mashal's good,
Mashal's
man.
good, man. Especially that new episode. Is that good?
Spy Family, you watch that?
Spy Family, I watched all of it.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you watch that?
Nope.
It's good.
I want to watch Haiku so bad. I check every once in a while to see if it's dubbed.
Yeah.
And they just came out with a Spanish dub.
Ooh. It's dubbed on Hulu.
I checked.
None?
I couldn't find it. I looked everywhere.
Oh, wow.
I looked.
IQ's good, man. Once you get into it, it's so good.
I want to get into
It's so good. I don't like volleyball, but now I like volleyball now because of that show, dude.
All the boxing ones. Have you ever watched the boxing ones?
Mm-mm.
Like, what was it? Ipo something. I watched it twice.
Oh, wow.
And then there's like this mecha boxing one. And our kids are going to be all animated out.
Bro, we'll talk about another. I feel like we lost retention because people don't know anime.
Oh, anime's awesome. Okay.
All right, another podcast.
Yeah.
But yes, kids.
Yeah.
I will let them watch anime.
I couldn't believe the retention on Spotify when you told me.
Our retention is great, man.
I know. It's like freaking 90-something%.
On Spot, yeah, because people just play it on the way home to their works or whenever, their commutes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's 90%. That's like an hour of like listening time.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, sir.
I wonder if anybody's like, oh man, these voices just bring them comfort because that's what they grew up with.
Really?
I don't know.
Do you think your voice is comforting?
No, I think it's so high and annoying.
I think it got deeper over
You
as
think?
time go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's the deepest your voice can go?
This is probably as low as it can go.
That's not bad.
But I don't even feel like it's as high as people think. But people are like growing up. People are like, you got a freaking Mickey Mouse voice.
You did though.
Some guy was like, I remember some gang member in high school was like, yo man, you need to smoke some cigarettes to get some depth in that voice. And I was like, dang, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an aggressive solution to this voice problem. How do you think your parenting style will compare to your wife's parenting style?
Ooh boy, what is?
Who do you think will be the strict one? Who do you think will be the fun parent?
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say
Ho 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 ho.
it. Me. I'm just.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the kind of person where I just say yes to whatever, anything.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't, like, it's bad to me, but it just helped the other person. I'll say, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, use me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll be the more fun parent, but also the more feared parent.
Oh.
Because I think I'll be more strict.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll also be like, oh, let's go on adventures.
Yeah.
But then she'll be more lenient.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like they wouldn't want to get in trouble with me,
Okay.
but they would want to, like, I don't know.
Dude, so my wife's more like level-headed and practical.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of taming will come from her just because she's so much smarter in that aspect. She's more intelligent and like kind of like showing people how to do things and like the rules of things.
Yeah.
And I'm more like, yeah, break all the rules.
Yeah.
I'm more rebellious, which is not good. It's good, but not good to have it completely.
How do your dogs respond to you guys?
What do you
Like
mean?
Coda listens to me more. I think because I'm more strict. I've never once out of the 2 years I've been the father
Yeah.
of our dog
Okay.
never once gave her food off my plate. She doesn't even come to me, like, but she'll sit under Alexa's chair or Ronnie's chair because she's been given food from them.
Oh.
Like, I'm very strict in that manner where Alexis will be like, no, 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 don't do that, no. And I'll say no one time or 2 times, and that's it. Because, and then, like, if she's barking at the door, I have the little clicker, and I'm very strict on it, and I'm very, like, diligent on it. And she'll click it once, and then she'll be like, no. And then she'll be like, it's okay. I'll be like, boom, no. And then, like, as soon as she even, like, a little tiny growl, boom, hit it again. And, like, so I'm very disciplined in that. But I don't know.
I should start doing that. Yeah, my dogs are, I think, I don't know. I ground them for 2 weeks, so it's a little different on my end.
You ground your dogs for 2 weeks?
I just lock them in the closet for 2 weeks.
And then you have them write an essay to explain why.
I'm pretty lenient with the dogs. I give them food every now and then. I'm like the one like spoiling them, like giving them food here and there. So they love me more in that aspect. Sorry, Monette. I get caught sometimes when I feed the dogs food under the table. Monette's like, hey! I'm like, what? You didn't see that. So, yeah.
I don't even give Coda treats unless I'm training her. Unless I'm like, here. But every time we leave the house, Alexis is like, oh, Coda, here. You got to stay home by yourself. Here's a treat. And I'm like, what?
I feel like we don't know. I know we're talking about dogs, but I feel like children will be so much. I feel like the first month of parenthood, you feel like, you know, like 2 million times what you do when you were a parent. And
it's like they're like a reflection of you. So when you see them doing something or they have a bad habit, you're like, oh, that's so me. And it's hard to tell them no when you're the one doing it too.
Yeah. I saw this, I think Carissa did this thing from Us the Duo. Yeah. Us the Duo, Carissa. I saw like a story of her and Zyla, their daughter. Like Zyla was like crying and whatever. And then Carissa did this thing where she kind of went up to her and she kind of asked her why she was crying, like why that emotion came to be. And then Zyla just explained like why she was crying.
Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember. It was so a while back, but I feel like I didn't have that growing up. I kind of just like cried or became angry and I didn't know why. And I feel like if you're a child and you know why you're doing those emotions, why you feel the same emotion or feel certain emotions, I feel like you'll handle your emotions better growing up.
Yeah, I didn't either. Like I wish I had that too.
Right.
I remember one time I was young and I was with family, like cousins and aunts and stuff. We're all sitting around and then we're in the yard and a bee flies in my shirt. So I start panicking and I take my shirt off and I'm like, freaking out.
Yeah.
And then I finally get my shirt off, I throw it down, and then everybody's laughing and I just start crying.
Yeah.
And I wish somebody would be like, hey, why were you crying?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't know. I would have been like, oh, because I was embarrassed. I was actually scared. I felt like nobody cared. That I was like scared. I could have got like stung.
Yeah.
But I never, they just laughed and they're like, get over it.
Yeah. Just made you feel like you're stupid.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. There's a bee. Oh,
Yeah.
You're so weak.
Yeah. And I was a kid, so I didn't understand. Like, it'd be cool to just understand that, like I cried because I was embarrassed because I was scared of getting hurt and they weren't laughing at me. They were laughing at the situation. And then they would help me see why it was funny. And I'm like, oh, that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that's so handy, man. I feel like as a parent, you also have to understand your own emotions too. You can't just lash out on your child when you don't know why you're lashing out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of parents do that, or at least some that I've experienced where they get angry with their child. And then I look straight at the parent. I'm like, wait, you don't look good yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're just like so mean. Why is that?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be so hard not to yell, but I don't think I'm not really a yeller. Like, even when I've never once yelled at Alexis in an argument or anything, usually she would get upset about something and then I immediately want to fix it. I'm like, okay, let's talk about it. What is it? And then she doesn't want to because she doesn't want to fight, but she like likes to process and think about things. So then I'm like, oh, let's fix it. What is it? What is it? What is it? So I had to learn how to
work with her time too.
Yeah, let her process things, but then she had to learn to let me know so I could also process. Because if she gets mad and goes off, how am I supposed to process if I don't know? So there's like things like that, but I've never really raised my voice. That's why I was so shocked when I started yelling at Pineda after I knocked him down. I was like, whoa, I never yell.
That's a different emotion though. That's more like
I was just surprised. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with your Pineda fight, I feel like you yelled because it was just in your head for like months.
Yeah.
And then when you finally see that, you can't control your emotions and you're just like angry but happy. This is a mix of a lot of emotions in one. That's why you did the screaming.
Yeah, but I had never really screamed. Have you ever gotten in a screaming match?
No.
Never?
No.
Huh.
I don't raise my voice either.
Yeah, not really. Unless they're far away, then I'll raise my voice to like so they can hear me. Other than that,
I think the key though to just parenting is also just knowing what you can control.
Yeah.
And knowing what you can't control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And seeing your reflection in them, be like, okay, this is what they did. This is my part in why they did that, because I need to work more on this. I need to work more on structure. I need to show them, because they're just like sponges. Anything you do, if you're when you're frustrated, when you're overwhelmed, how you react is how they're gonna react. So you're just teaching them. Like when I was 12, the first time we were hanging out, I was like at what was the basketball play? Edison Johnson.
Yeah.
We're at Edison Johnson. Our parents are playing. I remember we were playing foosball or something, and I'm just like, blah, 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 and I'm like, I'm going to go in the gym and watch them play basketball. And I went in there, and some guy had a trash can lid, and he was like, and my dad was like, do something. Oh. He's like, come on, do it. And then I was like, whoa. And it was the first time I saw something like that. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. And I've had so many instances like that now.
What? Where you just
where I'm just like, I won't back down, or I'm just like, I think that's like.
Oh, because you experienced that when you were
saw
young.
that, and I was like, oh, that's how you solve problems.
That's true.
But he didn't know I was there. But yeah.
Does he know this now?
I don't know.
Oh.
Never really thought about it, but I remember seeing this little Filipino dude with a trash can lid squaring up with my dad, who was way bigger. Yeah. And he had no weapons. Nothing happened, but I just remember being like, whoa. And then I think that's how I react in basketball now. Like growing up, I got probably the most fights I got in my life was basketball. Yeah. Because I saw that's how you solve problems.
You know, it's crazy. There are probably other moments like that, but that one specifically is the one that stood out and kind of like stuck with you your whole life. Yeah. I'm 100% sure there are like moments like that. Yeah. But just in a different variation, a different emotion.
It's crazy how like you don't pick what sticks with you for your whole life. Yeah. But that stuck with me. There's a bunch of little things that stick with you randomly. So kids are just sponges. They're gonna see whatever they see. You can't decide what they remember forever. Yeah. But even the things they don't remember subconsciously, it's in their head. So like the way you talk to your wife is how they're gonna treat girls. The way you talk to your brother or your guy friends is how they're gonna talk to their brothers or guy friends.
Nope, because that's what they know. And that's what they see. Yeah. That's why bullies become bullies, because that's how their dad beat them. Yeah. Right?
Their dad was like mean to either them or their family or other people, or they're just grumpy all the time. So they think that's how you have to be. Parenting plays a big role in how you treat people. And I have realized this through exes. Because there's some exes where like they just want to argue all the time, or they just looking for things to argue about, and it's just unbelievable. It's like, do we have to argue every other day, or do I have to try to calm you down for something every other day? And the only explanation I can think of is that person grew up and their parents were always fighting, so they think that's what love is. Like, if you're not fighting, then you don't care. So that sucked. What historically have you ever had any crazy moments? Not with, or like with a girlfriend, like we're like, whoa, like that was crazy.
No, not like that.
You never had any like crazy moments where you're like, what?
No, I'm usually the crazy one.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just breaking up with people with Hello Kitty letters on mailboxes. You ever done that? I did. You ever call someone out because they drank too much Coke? I did.
No, I did not. I usually like the easy going one. I'm like, let's figure it out. But I remember there was a girl that we both dated in high school, and she got mad at me one time, and we were at lunch, and she mixed her condiments together.
Oh.
She was eating fries, and she put barbecue sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise all over the fries, and she didn't finish it. And she's like, here, finish this. And I was like, oh, no, I'm okay. I'm full. I wasn't full. I just didn't want to eat that.
Yep.
I was like, ooh. So she threw it away. Then we got to class, and we were in the same class. She was sitting with the girls on one side. I was sitting with the guys on one side. And I'm just like joking, like just shooting the shit, as they say, with the guys. And then we look over, and she's crying, and all the girls are surrounding her. And they're all like, Alex, what did you do? And I'm like, what? I didn't do nothing. I don't know. And then she got up and left the class and just started speed walking down the hall. And I, as the class clown, stood up. Everybody's looking at me. I got on my desk. I'm standing up on my desk. And I'm like, I'm going after her. And everybody's like, yeah. I didn't even know what I was going to say. I ran out there and I was like, hey, what, why, what's wrong? Why are you crying? And she said, if you won't eat my fries for me, we're dating it for 2 weeks at this moment, probably. Okay. She said, if you won't eat my fries for me, what else can I expect you not to do in our relationship? Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
You think that was growing up? Did her dad eat her mother's fries?
No, I think we're just young, and
yeah.
I think hormones, maybe, like we're in that. Yeah. We're both going through changes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Another time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you think about it now, that's easily fixable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why? Explain to me.
Yeah.
But what do you do after that? You're like, no.
I was just like, what? I don't know. I remember just being confused. I let her go I went back to class. She went to the bathroom to like dry her tears or calm down.
Yeah.
And then she came back and we were fine. Another time, I was at a restaurant with a girlfriend, and I don't know what happened. My friend owned the restaurant, Jimmy Chai. And we were at Duke University where his restaurant was, Chai's. And we're sitting at the counter, and she's sitting next to me. I'm talking to the owner. I'm like, yo, man, what's up? How you been? Whatever. And then I turned to her. I'm like, hey, what do you want? And she's like, oh, I don't know. And then like I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm talking to the guy for like 5 more minutes. And then I'm like, hey, you figure out what you want? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, all right. Okay, well, this is really good. This is really good. And then she was like, oh, and she went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my friend. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, I don't know, man. We're about to see something happen, though. And he's like, okay. She comes back, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? What's wrong? And she's like, slaps me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm like, what? And then she storms off to her car. She drove. She storms off to her car. And my friend's looking at me. He's like, what? I was like, I don't know, man. I'm going after her.
Oh my God.
I go to the car. We get to the parking lot. We both drove separately. This is the crazy part. I'm like, hey, let's talk about it. She's like, no. I'm like, hey, I don't understand what's happening. What happened? And she's like, no. And I get in front of her car door. And I'm like, hey, let's just talk about this. And she's like, if you don't move, I'm going to scream.
What?
Yeah. So I'm like, wait, no, don't scream. Let's just talk about this. And she's like, move, get away from me. Everybody's in the parking lot looking at me now. I'm like, oh, so I moved from the door. I'm like, okay.
Was it Rolanda? Who is it?
I can't tell you who it was because I don't want to put anybody on blast. She, like, I go back in the restaurant. I'm like, dude. And he's like, bro. And I'm like, yo. And he's like, damn. And then I get a call from her 5 minutes later at a red light. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I just felt pressured in the moment. And I was like, so you think that's okay to slap me and then scream in a parking lot like I'm attacking you?
Yeah.
So I dated her for another year. Oh, man. I have so many stories like that. We should do a story about that. How was your sister's and your mom's relationship growing up?
my sister and my mom,
Yeah.
like their relationship.
Yeah, because once you get to that certain age, all these hormones, they sync up, and then do you guys just hide or what?
Well, I when she was like a teenager, I moved here already,
Oh.
so I didn't really experience that dynamic. But I'm pretty sure there was bantering here and there.
Yeah.
From what I have heard from my brothers,
Yeah.
they would get in this arguments,
Yeah.
and they love each other to death
Yeah,
at the same time.
of course.
Yeah.
So your brother's calling. He's like, "Hey, I'm in the closet. They're going at it." Yeah. My sister and my mom, once my sister got to teenage years, they were going at it. They were always fighting, always yelling. I'm like, oh, only during that time of the month.
Mhm.
But like, when it was just boom, clash. All my brothers and my dad, we all just like, hey, you guys want to go outside and play basketball? Yeah, let's go. And it was crazy. It was just a lot.
Dude, that's why I think it's so important to talk about these emotions, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like your situation with the not knowing what to eat thing could have been solved if she knew what she was feeling and how to deal with it. Right?
She was just like, oh, I just need a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Rather than just like fight.
Yeah.
Fight mode.
Slap.
Fight.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important, man. I wish I had that growing up. Not saying that it's I was raised wrong. It was my parents didn't know how to do it either because they weren't exposed to it, and they weren't exposed to knowing their emotions. So
once we have kids, they're gonna have the same thing. They're gonna be like, oh, I wish this could happen because nobody's perfect.
Yeah,
and nobody's gonna be perfect,
dude. I feel like whenever my kid grows up and starts a podcast, they're probably going to be like, man, I wish my dad didn't talk to me about my emotions all the time. Yeah. I just want to be, man. And sometimes I want to fight. I want to slap someone. Yeah. It's going to be like, okay, what do you want me to do, man? But no, I feel like it's super important. I feel like people who know their emotions know themselves pretty much more. And then they'll treat people more.
I think we're both super lucky. Like with the parents we got. Super lucky. Yeah. You know what sucks? We can't help with pregnancy. It's like we can be there and we can support, but we can't take on any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. We can't. Would you have the baby? Would you go through pregnancy if you could? Yeah. For her? Yeah, me too. Mm-hmm. I would be like, all right, I got it. Mm-hmm. It'll be like wearing a weighted vest. I'll get stronger. Yeah. But I feel bad. I'm like, oh. Same. Especially like you can't pressure into kids either. Like, are you ready? You want to have kids? Let's have kids. Let's have another one. Because it's ultimately like, are you good to do it? Like, I know. It's a lot.
Females have some hard lives, man.
Yeah.
And I feel like whenever Monette gets pregnant, I'm going to just make sure it's the easiest 9 months of her pregnancy ever. Whatever she needs, I'm here. I'll give her a bell. Ring, ring, ring. I'm here. Yeah. What do you want? I got you. Yeah. I got you because I already know that sucks. Yeah. That sucks. I got to deal with that for 9 months and we're there doing whatever we want to do. We don't, nothing happens to us, which sucks. Yeah. I wish I could just take some. Yeah, I feel you, bro.
It sucks because like they got to deal with that. And then like, not only do they have to deal with like all the extra weight, all the getting puffy and all that stuff, they also are sick. They're throwing up. They're like, they can't eat certain things. They're craving this and they can't have it. So it's like, dang it, man.
I'll do everything in my power to make that 9 months easy.
Are you gonna you gonna gain some sympathy weight?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
me too. I'm like, yo, I got you. We're gonna do this together.
I'm like, hey, you're doing a lot, so whatever you need me to do, I got you, man.
It sucks for girls that like if I was a girl, like you have a choice. Either you have a kid early and then your body bounces back like that, but then you have a kid in your earlier 20s or earlier years. Or you wait till like around 30 and then you have a kid and then your body never bounces back. I mean, you can get back in shape, but it'll never be back to what it was, what it would have been if you were like 18 and had a kid or 20 and had a kid. Yeah. It's like when sometimes you see girls like that and then you wouldn't even tell they ever had a kid. You're like, oh, there's no way that person has a kid.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Very deep. If your wife gives birth and you can only save one of them, which one would you save?
Wife.
Why?
It sounds. I feel bad saying it. Just take me. Just take me. There you go.
No. If you have to choose between the two.
Oh man, because this is hard.
That's something people have to discuss also when they get to this stage of life.
Wife, man, that's my partner.
Yeah.
That's I'm sure, but it's hard because she would want me to save the kid probably.
Yeah.
But I think I would not listen to her, and I think I would save her.
Yeah. I've asked this question to many people. They always say the wife, because you can make more kids.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be the same ones. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say. But they're not going to be the same kid.
Yeah, but
what would you do?
it's tough. The wife.
Okay, what about this?
Okay.
It's a 5-year-old kid and your wife,
Okay.
and you can only save one, and they're hanging off a cliff or something.
Okay.
Then what?
My wife.
Oh,
We can always have more kids. I don't know. That's
it's so hard.
I would say the kid, but the kid because he has a lot more life to live, or she has more life to live. But the wife, because that's your love of your life.
But she wants you to save the kid too.
Like, we all fall together.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Me too. Even if I'm not in danger, I'll just jump. I got you. Let's go.
These are scary questions,
Oh,
man.
why are you doing that?
I don't know. You never know. You never know when you have that thing, that opportunity, or not opportunity, scenario. Right?
Opportunity.
Not opportunity. Bro, I'm stressed, man. I'm stressed. I wish I could control this stressful emotion, but I never learned how to. So you're stuck with it. I'm stressed.
Alexis,
yes,
my girlfriend, she is the most. She's gotten mad before, but she's the most like level-headed and most like we made the most progress. Like I feel like with past relationships, like we never really made progress. It was just like they would get mad, I would try to fix it, and then okay, we just do it again and again and again. Yeah. With Alexis, like at the beginning, we had a few arguments. Like our biggest one, and then we talked it out, and then now we never argue about that topic anymore. Like we both understand each other's sides, and we're like, oh, this is what happened, and we talk it through, and then we just like progressed. We're like, oh, so now we never really fight.
What do you think was the difference? You just have Alex in your names, or
maybe?
Yeah,
I think it's more. I don't know. I think we're just at the age where we want it to work, and we're not like, oh, maybe there's something else, or maybe I'm too young, or maybe this. Like we both want it to work. We both really love each other. We want things to fix it, so we're less prideful, and than everybody was in their youth. You grow up and you realize what's really important, and when to let things go, when to stand your ground, and be like, hey, like I completely understand your side, but this is what I need to happen. This is what I like. Like what I said before, like she would want to go off on her own when she's mad, and I'm like, well, then how am I supposed to progress? How am I supposed to become a better partner for you? Yeah. If I don't know the problem and stuff like that. But I'm glad she's the one.
Compromise, man. Understanding. I didn't learn that until I'm still learning that. Yeah. I feel like that's the main key component to any relationship. Just being able to understand people and compromise with their needs and your needs to make things work.
Baby names. Baby names. What are you going to do? You're going to stick with R's and M's?
I can do two routes, man. I can do normal names or do like unique weird names like mine. I don't know any other Roy's. I've never met any other Roy's with an I.
Oh, I don't know about I, but I've seen some anime characters. Anytime I hear anybody named Roy, I'm like, hey.
Oh yeah.
I know somebody named Roy.
Baby names. I like
Well, your family, was there any patterns?
They start with R. We're all R's.
But then Ariel's A because
her first name is Rose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're all R's.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did not know she was a Rose. I've known her for like 20 years.
You didn't know my sister's name is Rose?
Never knew that.
Dang.
Because everybody calls her Ariel. I've never heard anybody call her Rose.
She doesn't like using Rose because she says it sounds old.
I like that name. That's cool.
Yeah,
name.
Me too. I'm gonna start calling her Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But my parents stayed with R just because mine was R, and they just kept the pattern.
Yeah. All the guys are A because my dad is Adam, and the girls are Mariah, and then her daughter's Malaya because my mom is Maribel.
Oh, my name came from a fridge.
Huh?
Yeah, they were. I think my parents had a fridge where they would, and them and family members would write name suggestions.
Uh-huh.
And then Roy came up. They really liked it, and they just changed the spelling. And
Huh.
that's how my name came to be.
Oh, so it was ROY, and they changed
Yeah, they
it.
changed it.
Ah,
How about you? How'd you get the name Alex?
not sure. It's Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Justine, yes.
I think it's Alexander because Aaron was taken, I guess. He liked Aaron. They're like, I guess we'll settle for Alexander next.
Yeah.
And then Andrew and Mariah. I think with our kids, I've floated some ideas by. I'm like, hey, so we could do a bunch of variations of Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm Alexander. She's Alexis with 2 X's.
Yep.
So we could do, there's Lex, there's Alexandra, there's Alexa, there's Alexi, there's Xander, which
Yeah.
is the later form of Alexander.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Alex. She's not into it.
Oh yeah. Why?
Yeah. It's just
many
it's
Alexes.
probably confusing. Yeah. So I think we're just gonna stick with A though, probably, because there's a lot of cool A names. There's August. There's Aiden. There's Addison.
Yeah.
There's Azalea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. You don't have a one that you're leaning towards?
Well, I said this name that I was trolling around, but she actually likes it a little bit. I'm like, what? It's REI, which is just Ray.
Ray? Oh, that's cool, because it's kind of like yours, where it's like changed a little bit.
Yeah, because my name is Roy, which is also king in French.
Yeah.
And then Ray is king in Spanish.
If I was your son, you know what I would want you to call me?
Son, what?
Roku.
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 That's like
Avatar Roku.
That's a dog name, no?
No, it's like Goku, but Roku.
Roku.
Sounds Japanese. It has avatars like Avatar Airbender Man. Come on now.
I don't know. I like unique names. Just 'cause- yeah, it's good. I like the name Orion also. Like the
Orion, yeah.
star. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Or just Ryan, Rion. Ooh.
I thought about that too.
That's a good one.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah. Orion.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, what's your kid name?
What, my kid name? Addison.
Addison.
Addison and August. I like the name August.
Yeah, me too. But I already know an August child, so I can't do August. That I just don't want to copy.
I think Addison, I would want it to be for a boy's name because that's more rare.
Oh.
So I want rare names,
Yeah.
but also cool names that I think are cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what they think.
My sister recommended if I have a son, name him August, because I was born in August.
Oh.
And then if I have a daughter, we have a daughter. Since Monette's born in November, her name would be Nova Ember.
Oh, that's cool. Nova Ember.
I was like, oh, nah, that's dumb.
But then it's not November. It's Nova Ember.
November.
November.
If you say it fast, November.
Ah, okay.
Remember November.
Ember would be a cool name.
November.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your big question?
What's your guesstimation
Of a children?
when it's gonna pop out?
I don't know. Not yet.
Yeah, but
But
you think,
eventually.
like within 3 years, 5 years, 2 years,
Sure,
10
within
years?
2.
I think within 20 years, I'll probably have at least a couple kids.
How many?
I think I'm down now. I love kids. I can't wait. I grew up with being 12 years older than my little brother,
Yeah.
so I kind of raised him too.
Yep.
And that was just fun.
Mm-hmm.
I used to pretend to be sick so that I could stay home and watch him try to pick his head up.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah. Dropped him only one time.
Oh.
What was the question?
The guesstimation. I say 1 or 2 years.
Ooh.
If I were to have it, or we, for me personally, because twins run in her family,
Yeah.
I'd rather have the twins come out first.
Me too. That'd be awesome.
That way you just do the roughest of the rough care, because taking care of 2 kids at one time is so hard.
And then you got 2 little helpers for the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think I would want 2. And then if I can't, if not 2, then 3. If not 3, then 1. But I'm not trying to get 4. That's too crazy. I don't know how our parents did it.
4, dude. I don't know. Dude, props to my parents. I don't know how they did it. They still, to this day, talk about how they don't know how they did it.
How many, who do you think, did they ever tell you who was accidents?
Yeah, Ariel.
She's the youngest, right?
It was crazy because my mom's got her like tubes tied,
Yeah.
and then she came off
What?
after she was tied tubes.
Oh, she's the prodigy.
I was like,
She's the
"What?"
chosen one.
Yeah, she is the chosen one.
Yeah.
So.
Andrew was born. My mom was like 43 or something like that, or 40.
Yeah.
Something, and she just didn't think she was able to have kids anymore.
Oh, wow.
And so that was a surprise.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I was a surprise. I was talking to my friend that has kids, and he was like, "You gotta just do it." And I was like, "Yeah, but like, don't like." We just started, like, spicy fruit, and then we started wasabi, and like, we gotta wait till it gets off the ground. And like, I just want to like, what if I want to box some more, maybe save up some more money. And he's like, there's always gonna be something you want to do. You just gotta have the kid. There's always gonna be, wait till you're farther in your career. Wait till this happens. Wait till that happens. And then you just gotta do it. It's never gonna be the right time. And I was like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's no right time for anything. Really though.
If your parents could do it at 18, we can do it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Bro. My parents had no help, dude.
Yeah.
Their parents were in the Philippines, so they were just up by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was 18, taking care. You know, when I was born, my mom left for a year to go to America, to go to the United States for work. So I didn't see my mom for a whole year.
You're from
Zero
first
to
year?
1.
Oh.
Yeah. So when my mom came back, I didn't recognize her, and she started crying.
Oh. My mom worked at McDonald's, and my dad was in the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
And then so she went to a whole nother country. Imagine that, and having a kid. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's tough.
So the thing is, if you're a parent, you'll do anything for your child.
Yeah.
I learned that. I think we'll learn that for sure, because our parents did it for us. They'll find every way.
Yeah.
To love you and support you.
We should have. I mean, we're always gonna babysit each other's kids, but we should have like a babysitting coupon bro book, and we'll have like 5 a year, and yeah, we'll babysit each other's kids, but there'll be times where you are busy or something, and I'll be like, bro, I'm sorry, I have to use it, and no matter what is going on, you have to take my kid, and I have to take your kid.
That's a lot of commitment. I don't know.
It's only 3 times a year. That's times a year.
I don't know.
One time a year.
Maybe.
One time.
Maybe.
Okay, we'll have one time a year where like if like I'm like, bro, I have to, and you're like, I know, but I'm so overwhelmed. And then I'll be like, fine, give me your kid.
Well, we'll see. We'll talk that when that happens. I feel like there's a lot.
One a year?
Yeah.
One a year for a weekend.
Oh God, that's a lot. That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, but you can hit me back whenever. You'd be like, okay, next weekend. I'm like, what?
Well, I'll think about it.
Okay,
that's not a huge commitment, man.
Okay, one day. One coupon, one day a year.
You're always trying to get people to do things. You're like, let's do this. I'm like, I don't know if I want to, man.
Yeah, but you could get me too. You'd be like, if you can't find a babysitter, if you were super excited about this thing and you're like, you have this trump card, I'd be like, no matter what, Alex, even if I'm in freaking New York, I have to fly back to babysit your kid.
That's a lot of commitment.
It is a lot.
I appreciate it.
It would be nice.
I appreciate it. Let's just text each other.
1 hour.
Okay, fine. 1 hour, Alex.
Okay.
1 hour.
Got his ass. Got your ass.
You said 5 days, 5 times out of the year.
Yeah.
It's 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour. You know, let me
Yes.
let me tell you something.
Tell me something.
Remember that time you told me that childbirth isn't that bad and girls are like exaggerating?
No, I don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, did I
Roy
say
never
that?
said that. He never said that.
Whoa.
He never said that.
No.
It probably
never said that.
That sucks.
You're gaslighting people.
No.
You know what Alex said one time?
What?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It would suck,
scared.
man. I can't imagine. So what's the equivalent? So they said, someone said, I think this is a lie. This is exaggeration. They said that the equivalent to having a baby come out of a vagine is the same as a watermelon come out of your pee hole. That can't be accurate.
Oh, that's cool.
There's no way, because like it's a smaller hole, so it should be smaller. But so maybe I don't even think a tennis ball. I feel like maybe
a cantaloupe?
no, A cantaloupe's bigger than a baby's head. It has to be smaller than a baby's head to equalize. So I'm thinking maybe a golf ball.
No!
Yeah,
Maybe like an orange.
The pee hole is tiny.
Yeah, but a baby head compared to a vagina length, it's like, that's 3 times the vagina length, maybe.
Yeah, but you gotta think of like what can fit in a vagina.
You know what Alex said one time?
No, I didn't.
She said, men's lives are harder than women.
No, I didn't. No, I did not say that. I would never say that on camera.
No, I did not say that.
But wait, so I'm thinking, so that big, this big, right?
Yep.
And then compared to this big, so maybe a pea. No, that's like a kidney stone. What's smaller than a golf ball? I think maybe a marble. A marble's equivalent.
I don't know, man.
You don't think? Wait, let me get the take of other guys in here. What do you think is the equivalent of having a baby, but from your pee hole?
An orange.
No!
You're right. I feel that's right.
You guys are crazy.
An
You guys, I
orange.
feel like you guys might have, maybe my pee hole is a lot smaller than you. You guys got some
Maybe a
gaping
lemon.
pee
Maybe a
holes.
lemon. Maybe a lemon. Would you adopt if you can't have kids?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Would you?
Same. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think I would.
I'll adopt for fun. Why not? I will twins and adopt one. That'll be
Yeah,
cool.
I might do that too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot to learn.
Yeah, about.
I think we will never be ready, but as soon as it happens, we will not be ready as well.
Yeah, at least we have those coupons.
The 1 hour coupon.
Once
yeah.
a year, 1 hour. Yep.
All right. Well,
I'm like, hey, I'm coming by. I'm dropping them off. And you'd be like, no, I don't know. And I'm like, it's 1 hour. Time starts now. Click. Get out. Psh.
you're wild, man. You're
Come
wild.
on now.
Yeah. If you guys don't know Alex, he does this antics all the time. Like, hey, man, I'll pick you up. We're going somewhere. Where are we going? I don't know. Well, we're gonna go get a massage, get a stretch, and then go get a massage again, and then go. Like, okay.
Yeah. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to look back at this in like 5 years. Maybe we'll listen with our kids.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Daddy.
All right, Father.
We'll see you on the next episode. Happy March, everyone.
Happy March. I'm Roy.
I'm Alex. You're
Okay.
watching
Spicy fruit.
Fruit.